Shalom. Call Halayim Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kwadash. Peace and blessings to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and rule well. Peace and salutations to the Akim putting on as the elect, striving for perfection and that crown of righteousness by being obedient to what's written inside these scriptures. Shalom. This is your brother Kassad out of Great Millstone, Austin, out of the branch of Houston, coming to you with a lesson going into how the men of the Lord, when they hear the Lord's voice, how their ears perked up and they were attentive to what was being said, man. And they moved with fear, man, as did Noah, in the days. I'm going to play a clip and get some scriptures and perfectly this is edifying to the body. All right. And, right off the bat, I'm just going to jump into these scriptures. All right. This is Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? Surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing, but he revealed his secret unto his servants the prophets. The lion hath roared, who will not fear? The Lord Yahweh hath spoken, who can't but prophesy? And we are living in the times of great prophecies being fulfilled, man. Right? So who cannot but prophesy when they hear these things that are going on a daily basis, man? All right. US of A just sent Russia all these tanks, and there's numerous of things that the pending economy collapse. All right. All these things are adding up, man, to that final day, that great day, man, of deliverance for the house of Israel, the remnant of the elect, of the house of Israel and stuff. So all these prophecies being fulfilled is sure thing that, man, our deliverance draws near. But the destruction of 2/3 of the house of Israel also draws near, man. So you got men of the Lord, people that are, of that elect, that have eyes to see and ears to hear, moving with great fear right now and doing what thus said the Lord, man, following the commandments and being obedient to what's written inside these scriptures, man, because they know that these things will manifest. This is Hosea 11 and 10. They shall walk after the Lord. He shall roar like a lion. When he shall roar, then the children shall tremble from the west. Right? They shall tremble as a bird out of Egypt and as a dove out of the land of Assyria. And I will place them in in their house, saith the Lord. And these are the places, some of the places we went into captivity, in. Right? But the scriptures say that then the children shall tremble from the west, man. All right. But this is where all the 12 tribes were scattered, right? But the men of the Lord are going to hear that voice and they're going to understand that, man, it's time. This is now time to wake up out of slumber, as the scriptures talk about, because your redemption draws nigh, man. All right. Continue on. This is Habakkuk 3 and 2. It says, O Lord, I have heard thy speech and was afraid. O Lord, revive thy work in the midst of the years. In the midst of the years, make known, and wrath remember mercy. Okay, so when we heard the Lord's words, we were afraid. All right. And redemption is what we seek at the end of the day. To take that rebuke and that shame off of us for being filthy. All right. From being laden with sin, not keeping these commandments that we were given, man, at the end of the day. So we want the Lord to remember mercy when, all right. And to all the rest who don't want to do right, man, you got death and destruction coming towards you, man. This is starting right here in Proverbs 1 and 23. It says, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you, because I have called and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel and with none of my reproof. Why? Because Israel wants to envy their oppressor. They want to be their oppressor at the end of the day. They want to be like these surrounding nations as they always have done, as their fathers have done, right? There's nothing new under the sun and stuff, man. And this is what we're seeing on the day to day with these individuals, of the house of Israel, whether it's the northern kingdom or southern kingdom. They want to be like their oppressors, man. But only a remnant is going to come back to that old path and follow after the ways that the Lord has set for us to follow. It says, because I have called and ye have refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. All right. Then, because you think you mocking Yahweh, but the Lord said, man, He gonna mock you. He's gonna laugh at you at the end of the day, man. All right. You think you got a better way. No, the Lord is only one way with dealing with Yahweh, man. All right. And them days of mercy are ending. All right. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord, they would none of my counsel. They despise all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of their fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of the fool shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear and evil. And right quick, go into that word hearken it. All right, because the men of the Lord are hearkening onto the words that are being said, man.
Strong's H 8085, Shammah, Shammah, and second entry, Shammaiah, Shammaiah.
Right. So it goes into hearing, obeying, understanding, obedient, diligent, diligently, shew, sound, declare, discern, perceive, tell, report it. All right. So these are characteristics of the elect. All right. They're being diligent. They're obeying. They have that understanding and they're hearing, man. Right. So that's a powerful word going into the word hearkening, man. All right. So this is Revelations. I'm going to jump to the point in 15. It says, behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked, and they see his shame. So how you keep your garments, man, you be obedient. All right. You do what these scriptures are commanding you to do. Okay. What the Lord has commanded you to do, man. All right. That's what the men of the Lord are doing. They're keeping their garments white, man, and praying that the Lord takes not that spirit up off of them, that spirit of fear and fearing Yahweh. You want to be counted worthy in that day of destruction, man. So just continue on. It says, and he gathered them together into a place called the Hebrew tongue Armageddon, which is in the Hebrew tongue Yahweh Shaphat, actually. All right, which means Yahweh's judgment. All right, so he's gathering all these nations, all right, for destruction. At the end of the day, the Lord of hosts is bringing that military. He's getting ready to utterly slay these men, the men of the world, so to speak, man. These armies of the world, man. And it's going to be a beautiful thing because that goes hand in hand with our deliverance. But just a precept going into walking naked. And this is Genesis 3:10. It says, and he said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself. And he said, who told thee that thou was naked? Hast thou eaten of the tree whereof I commanded thee that thou shouldest not eat? So being naked is a sign of being in transgression, being a sign of sin, right? So you don't want to be naked. You want to keep that garment clean. You want to keep that garment on you. That garment also represents your spirit, man. So you want to keep it scathed from fleshly carnality, at the end of the day, right? And continue on. Revelations 11:14, right quick. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe coming quickly, man. So we are quickly approaching death and destruction, man. The hour of temptation. All right, we got warships in the oceans. We got all sorts of things popping off in prophecy right now, man. So what can you, anybody with this word of the Lord that fear the Lord upon them, they're going to be prophesying, man. All right, to the four winds. They're going to be telling these people to repent because time is short. All right, that kingdom is drawing nigh. But last but not least, I'm going to go into the count in First Kings 13 about a man of Yahweh that was sent to prophesy unto Jeroboam. All right, he was a king of the northern kingdom, and he was a wicked ass king. He was idolatrous, right? And once again, he wanted to do things his way. He thought it was, it was better for him to do his way and do things the way he wanted to do. And the Lord prophesied to him that he was going to be a king, but he also prophesied to him that, man, if you don't do right, you're going to be destroyed. And he never got right, and he ended up being destroyed. But this account that I want to bring up is about that man of Yahweh that was sent to Bethel to prophesy against him and tell him to get right, but he refused to get right. But this man of God, I'm gonna start right here in 14. It says, and went after the man of Yahweh and found him sitting under an oak, and said unto him, art thou the man of Yahweh that camest from Judah? And he said, I am. Then he said unto him, come home with me and eat bread. So an old prophet found that prophet that came to prophesy against Jeroboam sitting up under the tree, and he wanted to tell him to come to his house. And he said, I may not return with thee, nor go and with thee, neither will I eat bread nor drink water with thee in this place. For it was said to me, not Jeroboam, the prophet, the man of Yahweh, because they did not name this man. They just said he was a man of Yahweh. For it was said to me by the word of Yahweh, of the Lord, thou shalt eat no bread nor drink water there, nor turn again to go by the way that thou camest. He said unto him, I am a prophet also, as thou art, and an angel spake unto me by the word of the Lord, saying, bring him back with thee into thine house, that he may eat bread and drink water. But he lied unto him. So he went back with him, and he did. So that old prophet lied, all right, to that man of Yahweh. So he went back with him and did eat bread in his house and drank water. And it came to pass, as they sat at the table, that the word of the Lord came unto the prophet that brought him back, the old prophet. And he cried unto the man of Yahweh that came from Judah, saying, thus saith the Lord, for as much as thou hast disobeyed the mouth of the Lord, and hast not kept the commandment which the Lord thy power commanded thee, but camest back and hast eaten bread and drunk water in the place of the which the Lord did say to thee, eat no bread and drink no water, thy carcass shall not come unto the sepulchre of thy fathers. Wow. And it came to pass after he had eaten bread and after he had drunk, that he saddled for him the ass, to wit the prophet, for the prophet whom he had brought it back. He had brought back. And when he was gone, a lion met him by the way and slew him, and his carcass was cast the way, and the ass stood by it. The lion also stood by the carcass, and behold, men passed by and saw the carcass cast in the way, and the lion standing by the carcass. And they came and told it in the city where the old prophet dwelt. Right? So the lion did not devour the carcass. All right. It was standing there next to the ass and the carcass in the street. The lion was, man. It was sent to do the Lord's bidding. And when the prophet that brought him back from the way heard thereof, he said, it is the man of Yahweh who was disobedient unto the word of the Lord. Therefore the Lord hath delivered him unto the lion, which hath torn him and slain him according to the word of the Lord, which he spake unto him. All right. So being disobedient to the Lord, man. We are out here, the men of the Lord out here moving with the fear of the Lord and understanding that, man, these scriptures were written before time for our learning. All right. And we are to abide within them, man. And all these accounts that the Lord has given us, man. And so, just to listen, going into, hearing the voice of the Lord and moving with great fear. because the times is short out here. And so with that, perfectly, this was edifying to the body. Shalom.